clap, use clap.
Might do it so
whatever. This is the INO Podcast. Information, knowledge, observation. Also, I know nothing. To your left, to far left to me is a man like Kofi. Right? We some engineer back, Romar. Right? He bring back some new equipment and things from overseas and things. So he may using mics today. I know this is set up from now on, but thing. Just introducing a fella that went call here. A lot of women may know him, but people that just know us from the podcast wouldn't. I'm out like Smilk, but his mother calls him Julian.
I hear that name is so long.
They got my like Smilk. Why is your name Smilk?
I can't get that story though.
Huh?
I can't get that story.
This is what I know it as. You lips pink, so it's strawberry milk. Like you look like you was drinking some strawberry milk.
Everybody has their own theory on it, and that is not it.
That's what it is, though.
That is not it, B.
I heard that, and I just
right. That you look like you was drinking strawberry milk.
I think I asked somebody when
It's not. It's actually not that. I can't discuss this one here.
You can't though. What?
No,
Is it?
Oh, it's something different. All right, cool.
If you're first time watching this.
I can't discuss that.
Wow.
Alright, so cool. So we can get into a bunch of things, right? The reason why Julian is on, because Julian is one of them man that whenever it's me and Julian in a room, both will be very passionate, right? A lot of people just take me passionate for being aggressive and thing, but nah, the man just are the loudest people in the room arguing with one another. But yeah, the man talking be like, if you was in a rum shop on Saturday, right? Yeah, me in a rum shop, right? But anyway, it was me and Julian. I remember was just talking things, right? So also he has a very interesting view on some stuff we were talking about. We didn't get to that though. yeah.
Don't worry for that.
But the first thing that I want to talk about, right? I had a conversation on Twitter it lasted about 12 hours. I think it was from Saturday night going into Sunday morning. And it was a story that came out in Barbados today called Bajan Rappers Big Dreams with Rico Maserati, right? And Rico spoke about some things and some choices he made in his career so far, and it raised questions for me, right? So I posed them on Twitter, and not only did I get somewhat attacked for asking, but also people give their opinions, right? First thing I can say to people on Twitter, right? Some people on Twitter, right? They ask me, how can I talk about someone's life decisions? Well, simple, because I don't learn from only my own life experiences. I learn from other people's life experiences. Whether it's their triumphs, their mistakes, their successes, or pitfalls, I take what I can from what they went through, and then I can see if I can implement it into my life. Makes sense? It makes sense, right? So to some extent, loosely speaking, minding someone else's business is in some way helping me mind my own business. That makes sense? Cool. But that's not a universal thing. But if you do it in a constructive way, then you could then see how you could, model what they did. Right? Makes sense. Right? Cool. Next thing people ask me, how can you tell someone the decision they made in their life is right or wrong? Easy. Because if I know where you are in life, I know where you're trying to be in life, I know the choice you made in your life, I can then kind of accurately assess if I think it's the right choice or not. Does that make sense? Yes or no? Well, they're cool, good, but they're not. That's what it will be. People have me so cruel because it's not the people that I don't not respect. Not people that I think. The people that I just think are the ones that get me upset. The people that I thought that are usually I go to for opinions and are smarter than me, going with the opinion that has the least resistance gets me very upset because I just expect better from those people to think better, and then people tell me that I'm hating and that is admirable. There's something called corrective criticism. Corrective criticism is not hating. It is simply, and not even the same.
If you criticism, though, you're just questioning.
It's not even criticism. It's questioning what he did. Right? It's not knocking him, but also I gotta say this too. You gotta preface things nowadays because people just want to jump down your throat, right? Rico Maserati is the first Bajan rapper to get 100,000 views on a video, which to me is quite big in these times because views to some extent is kind of like currency. You get attention, you get thing, and because he did that, maybe other Bajan artists could do that as well. Bajan rappers could do that too. And also he's pretty good. He has a singing kind of rapping style like A Boogie and Drake, and he is very marketable. And I see him getting more views like that, and he got another video called Dreams Money Come By. You know, wanna know that song from Drake, right? You freestyle? Or not?
Yeah.
Alright, say it. Alright, well, that's a big Drake fan, but he did a good job on that. So check out that video too, right? Anyway, so let's get to what Rico said in Barbados today, right? Rico said he went for first thing he went to Frederick Smith Secondary School, which isn't really a big deal. But he said that he.
Oh my God, explain what we mean by that. It's not a big deal.
But he said it. No, that's it. He said it.
That's not a big deal?
Yeah.
Oh.
What happened? He went to Frederick Smith Secondary School. The young rapper whose name was Rico Bourne decided that gaining certificates and degrees wasn't in his plans for the near future, but his main interest was music. He said, I have 0 CXCs. I had in my mind that school wasn't the thing for me. I could have easily done work and stuff, but it was too much of a distraction. And he said, I had an idea from day one that I had liked music, but I didn't know I could have taken it as a career. So it wasn't on my mind, but it wasn't on my mind, but it came across. I don't know.
I don't understand. I read that and I didn't understand what he meant by. He said he didn't see music as a career, yet work was a distraction. A distraction from what then?
I don't know, but I don't know if it was poorly worded on their part, on Barbados Today's part, but I don't know.
Just mean he didn't initially see it as a career. He had a passion for it, but he just
Yeah,
didn't
but
think that.
okay, he says it's a school is a distraction.
Right.
Cool. That means you're doing something that is distracting from.
Right.
So that means he was actively pursuing something that would not be his career.
That don't make sense either.
Yeah. I get what you mean though. From how I interpreted it, it was that he was in school and he wanted to do music, but I guess he didn't see how to. That's how I interpreted it. Although that's not what he said.
I ain't actually married.
Right, no. I just think but okay. So first thing he said that he has no CXCs and that he doesn't plan on getting CXCs, right? Well, in the near future, his certificates and degrees aren't in the plans in the near future, and his main interest is music. Now, my first question is, if you were Rico Maserati's manager, right, would you advise him to jump into his dreams based on what he's achieved so far, or would you tell him to do his CXCs?
I think you should always have something to fall back on. Like, for example, Shaquille O'Neal got a doctorate. Like, not an honorary doctorate. Shaquille O'Neal has a doctorate in business. I mean, in the event he's an athlete, in the event he falls on break his foot, no, his career literally over. He needs something to fall back on. Suppose Rico Maserati, God forbid, get in an accident, can't talk. That's odd. But let's say that happens, then what?
But to argue that point though, life is about risk though. Like that's where life is really, you take life by,
By the horns?
by horns and do thing. But so in that case, you gotta really be all in. You can't just be like 1 foot there and 1 foot here and then you
A
expect
rebuttal,
that
no. Realistically, CNCs are not hard. I think.
Which is why you can
But
get
the thing is, we really can't say that though because it's all relative though. There's some people, I think, always bring this argument we're discussing, especially in the group we're talking. They got some people in the third form that can't add fractions. You want them to do CXC math?
I think that's a
But
valid
there are other
point,
options
but
though,
I don't
Julian,
think.
other than CXC math.
No, but I'm just saying at the end of the day, there's something that are challenging for individuals.
I don't know how
Give me
CSC Englishes work, right? But so you mean you can go get CSC English? Learn about music well.
But then what is he gonna what is he achieving by getting CXC English? What is that doing for him? Besides just happening? Because right now that would be a distraction because he would have to go and learn how. Hold on,
It's not helping him in his music career.
Yeah, because the thing is, right, is that when you have your mind set on something and you grinding, when you're trying to study something else, that's a distraction. You can't put your all into your passion and be studying something else.
So you can't be thinking about, you can't be like 70% in plan A and then 30% in plan B and expect 100% of the rewards in plan A. If that's what Julian means.
Exactly.
I get that, but at the same time, okay, another point that we gotta make too is that Rico Maserati said that he prefers to be in Barbados as an artist and not go overseas because he thinks he can really explore being an artist in Barbados and use that platform as opposed to going overseas, right? Bear that in mind, right? You got to think about where you are though. And what you said is very important, Kofi. CXCs in the grand scheme of things ain't necessarily the hardest thing in the world, right? Yeah, they're gonna be harder than for some people, but that's 6 months, 7 months that you're gonna put into like getting, I don't know, 5 CXCs, however you want to do it, whether it's 4 1 year, 4 next year, whatever. That's 6 months, right? The return on investment for that, you are now marketable in society for the rest of your
But-
life, but in terms of certain jobs.
But Marcus,
Right?
you thinking about it from your perspective.
Mm.
This 6-7 months, you understand? If my man went through school for so long and has no CXCs, chances are he will not be able to get through in that 6-7 months that you're speaking about. This man might
I
probably
don't
need
feel
some
so.
years, dude. This man might need some years to be able to actually get to that sort of level that the man could get.
But
through.
I don't think, I wouldn't agree because he said work was a distraction. So he literally was,
No,
But
but
then
that was
zero
actually,
effort into that.
hold on. If you go about right, you know what I he
Where?
says, I had a memory that school didn't think for me. I could
Right.
have easily done work and stuff, but there was just too much distraction.
that's my point.
But like, was he talking about CXCs or was he just talking about work?
So he means that he could have done work in school, but he just was distracted by other things.
That's what I'm saying. If he just would not let himself be distracted for, as Marcus says, a little 6-month period.
But no, they got people
Mhm.
that be distracted and just coast through work, dog.
Which is true, but I mean, Rico Maserati just needs to take. I'm not saying take a 6-month hiatus,
Right.
even though that might be good for his career, who knows. But
Or that might also kill it, dude.
true.
I don't see how 6 months doing CXCs is going to deter you from your path if you're in Barbados as an artist.
But you assuming that you not only need 6 months to do something, and then plus, it's
But the
still
way
not
he
necessarily
worded
helping.
that, I gather he is a smart man. He's just saying about work, which is a very true fact for a lot of people. They're just saying about work.
But okay, but then give him a year then. Let's say a year the most, right? To then get 8 CXCs, right? Or 8 or 5 to 8, because you don't really need that much in order to get a low paying job even, right? The benefits you get from that, you get for life, right? I don't remember shit in my 8 CXCs that I did, but because the ones and twos are there, people will look at them and then see me as marketable in society.
But Marcus, the man already starting to grind now. The man already pushing now. So he could get the CXCs at any point in time. The CXCs, you know, it's not like a degree.
But this is my thing about that now. The grind, his grind. There are some people that say, right, that it's easier to handle failure than it is to handle success. And I think that his achievement from getting 100,000 views on YouTube made him somehow a bit like confident, like really confident that it's always going to be this way. As an artist, you need to realize, and especially in Barbados, that they got, what you say, ebbs and flows? I think you said ebbs and flows already. People say that, but I can't
Never heard that
remember.
in life.
About you.
Never heard that.
I
What?
heard it.
They got ebbs and flows, right? They got peaks and valleys then.
Okay.
Right now he's at a peak. At the times that he hits, he's seeing valleys, right? You need to be able to fall back on something. Not saying plan B. I'm saying that plan A means that you do not necessarily, if your impact is not also reflected in your income, you can be doing your work, right, and working to get that impact, and then you will get your income from somewhere else. But the mere fact that the man didn't even do this CXCs means that he's not marketable in society. That he can get a part-time job and also be in the studio at the same
But
time.
Marcus, the man
I
can
don't-
still get a job before CXCs, dude. I know places that hire people for CXCs. As long as you come there and the guy interviews you or do an interview and they like you and they see that you have a good positive attitude, they will take you on a
How
job.
much jobs they got me?
Oh, they got a lot of different jobs like that.
They got-
I had a job before I said
Well, what that
Me too,
job?
actually.
What that job is, if you don't mind me asking?
it was in Fanny's as a silver.
And what yours was?
We know it then when it was going on.
Oh, you doing that all now? Me, what you doing all
What?
Wait, no.
Oh.
I work for myself, no dog.
now? Yo, what you was doing as a little man?
Bro, there's a lot of man I used to clean fish tank.
I thought that's what you don't do that now.
No dog, I work for myself, no.
Cleaning fish tanks.
No, I don't clean fish tanks. I work for myself. I don't clean fish tanks. I work from home, dog.
right. Mama.
We can't laugh so loud.
Sorry. All right. Okay, but Sam. Okay, so are you saying though that there are enough jobs, that the requirement is no CXCs, that you could say that you don't need CXCs anymore?
No, I don't think I will make. I wouldn't make that statement. But the thing about it is that if let's assume that he's at the peak right now, right? Then you-
Up peak.
Yeah, listen. Yeah, let's assume he's at a peak right now. He wants to capitalize on this exposure.
Mm-hmm.
Like he could actually use this as momentum to get him further.
But I don't think that means that he has to choose between the two. I don't think that
Yeah, that's
doing
what.
CXCs, that he has to choose between doing CXCs and also.
But the thing is that he does the certificate and then what? He can do the certificate at any point in time, you know, Marcus.
Yeah, but
So you wait until you're in the valley to then try to.
Precisely.
You could do that.
I said that.
But that
Same,
doesn't make sense.
I said that
You could
same
do
thing,
that.
Kofi. Why would you wait until you got a flat tire to get a spare? That makes sense.
Exactly.
That makes sense.
That's
But
exactly.
hold on, but think about it. You don't understand. Like when you doing your music, when you doing anything that you have a passion for,
Right.
like when you got that motivation, you got grind. You have to push. You have to drive that.
But
you have
what-
to work when you have that there.
Right, but grinding should also include some of the things that could supplement your music career, which could be getting CXCs. Because if you get CXCs and then you marketable in society, you can get a job, a part-time job. You will expose yourself to more options.
But supposedly, man,
So you can do both.
you sure the man doesn't have a part-time job now?
Well, we can only go with what he's saying, right? From what he's saying, it seems as though he's fully immersing himself in his music, right? But he said that he's doing this thing 24/7.
Because imagine if he already has a link though, like how when he came to school, I didn't really want a job that sorry. I just worked for a friend of mine, and then I'm gonna work for myself. I didn't want to really work for anybody. They didn't ask somebody to put a link.
Alright,
But you saying so, but you got CXCs though.
I got CXCs. Wait, I'm gonna tell you honest truth, right? I'm gonna tell you honest truth. What you doing right now? If I was actually doing when I was a teenager, I would have never gone to university. Well, I'll CXCs, but I would never gone to university.
But I can understand university, because
Yeah.
university for a lot of people, including myself, I have to admit, was to some extent a waste of time.
But for a lot of people, CXCs don't necessarily. You don't achieve at any point in time. It's a good thing to have. You know what I'm saying? It's a good thing to have just to say you have it there. You know what I'm saying? But like, your man can literally get to at any point in time. It's if you, especially if you go back to the point where you're saying that it's only 6 or 7 months. You might take.
Right.
Then if the man have a downturn, the man can take that 6 and 7 months and do it.
By saying make hay while the sunshine be, you gotta still like think about the fact that while you are young, while your career is not as demanding as it will be, because I assume that if he keeps going on this path, he's gonna get a lot more in demand and get more work. You might as well do something now, so that if you get in any valleys and things get bad, that you will have things. But in my opinion, right, he has to be both an artist and an entrepreneur, right? And if you are an entrepreneur, you gotta be able to play chess, and especially if he wants to be in Barbados, right? So playing chess will mean that sometimes he's going to benefit from his music financially, other times he may not. If that's the case, he should set up himself, Cody, that if he got CXCs, that he can say, well, look, I got 5 CXCs, let me go somewhere and then let this money fund me making eventually my next hit.
Right.
But if he doesn't do that now, right, it's like, if being an entrepreneur is playing a game of chess, he basically wiped 4 of his pieces off the board and he started with 4 less than he should be.
Alright. I want to draw let me not say CNCs. Let me just say an education. Because right now he's putting 24/7 into music. But even if you're doing a music degree, you can go do business courses so that nobody can take advantage of you. So for right now, all we know, he managed to make 90% of what he's making because he's just seeing the views from YouTube.
Oh, so you assuming that because he
I am assuming that he is not exposed to as much education as someone who went through formal training.
But the thing is, right, is because honestly, because we don't have the mind here, we can't really make these kind of decisions.
Of course.
Right.
There's all speculation and assumption.
Which is the real problem.
So we're only going from the article, and then any assumptions that we made, we would say that they're
Yeah, for
assumptions.
all I know, this man's a business guru.
But going by what he's saying, I want to know, do you think that formal education is, right, in 2017, do you think formal education is optional?
I don't think it should be, no. I think there has to be a way to balance. I ain't saying go and get 12 degrees at UE.
Yeah, right.
But I mean, you should get, like, the bare minimum
a
to
basic
put you,
certification.
exactly.
Right,
Just
right.
something to put you there so that, just in case, man, you just always gotta prepare for the worst.
But the thing is, I always say, you pushing it just in case. And I agree, that was good, because you should have some certificates. But anyway, if he knows somebody could just give him a job if he get a downturn, what's the problem?
But no, that's an assumption
That's
too.
another assumption.
That both you are making and that he will be making.
But I'm saying
Because you can't, no job in BIM is guaranteed, no matter if you were there for 30 years, no matter if you take
Marcus,
thing.
that's a lady.
That's
Marcus,
that
is a lady. Once you, it all depends on who you know though. I know certain people that if I tell them I need a job tomorrow, it won't get hired.
Yeah,
they will
but
find a space for me in their business.
they will find a space
You're
for you.
that confident?
I am telling you that. I know that for a fact.
Yeah, but what about the other person that coming up after you that they could also give your same job?
They won't.
Or the body
Because
that
it's
or the other body that in the business that has somebody else that is in your position that they want to give you the job to.
But I tell you,
You
right,
can't
Marcus,
put all your eggs in that basket.
Marcus, I agree with, but I'm just saying that there's some people that it works like that. There's some people that all they have to do is pick up a phone and
But
they
you
have a
can't
job.
assume that.
Oh,
Bro. You
come
can't
on,
assume
but
that.
I'm telling you that you do not know the man's position. I know that. I have people in my life like that.
You should not assume that for yourself, though, Julian.
But Marcus, the reason that I say you can't speak because you don't live that kind of life. You understand? You don't live that kind of life because hold on. Look at this a second, right? As ACO Williams, your father. If you want a job, you could ask him.
That's the exception. That's the exception.
No, Marcus,
you
don't have to be. You don't have to go. They actually got connections. They got black people that are actually very well connected, and they work in circles, and you just don't know this. And literally, if they want something done, they make a call and it's done.
Although they are, I do not believe you should assume that, though.
I do agree that you shouldn't assume. I'm just saying if that's the man's case.
But
That's the man's case,
even
they
that's the
don't
man,
assume.
he can't assume that. Even if that's the case too, he shouldn't assume it, right? Even if he got a job there, or whatever. So I mean, because then what happened when the downsizing and thing, and then the government job cuts.
Hold on, but think about it. That's what I tell you. Like you looking at it from this perspective, like what happened if this and if things go bad or whatever the case is. But I mean, like that's part of the risk that you take because they got some places that they might downsize and they still will not cut you. They will cut everybody else but you. They will cut everyone else but you.
But I mean that these is all assumptions that you will make in that position too, and you will gotta be real comfortable in that position for you to say that they ain't gonna cut you, big man. I have seen people I swore blind would never leave a job.
Nah. And that's our thing. It's like when you and the boss close and you was working, you know what I'm saying? He like, so you working? Other people can start to get trimmed. If they got fat, that needs to get trimmed, the fat can get trimmed.
So you're saying that in some cases you should be comfortable with the fact that you got a job.
I honestly, the reason I can't go that way, I don't entrepreneur.
Right. In this economy and that kind of thing, big man, do not take anything for certainty. And that's my opinion though.
No, I
can't assume that sign there for me all the time. Although I know people, somebody may know people, and I don't think Rico should do the same, right? But we're assuming that that's the case, even if it was the case, right? Then what's the next? They had sign-ups that I was right. So the other thing came up too. Somebody was saying that he would go back and do the CXCs anytime. And what you said was a good point. That why would you wait? But my main thing is why? How did he get to that point that he thought that he would not need to get CXCs? No. And he just got away. And he can just do them whenever. Like, how did he get to that point? Is it because he got 100,000 views that he says that he is like in the class or whatever?
My thing to that is like there got some people in the world that I run envious of from birth. Them know what they're going to do. Them know what they want to do. I met a comic book illustrator at Anime Con this weekend. The man got his job at. He met Stanley at 17. I got a job at DC part time in an internship program around 18. He has Bajan roots too. Which is like, he ain't really got no bigger education. The man just knew I like drawing. I can draw.
Some people like it for though. Some people.
So I'm wondering, like, I don't know how it feels. I don't know that you just wake up one day and know what you want. But maybe this man just know I can be a rapper.
No, but the thing is, I don't got an issue with that, you know. And I all for taking risks. And him taking that risk now to be a rapper, trying to benefit from being a creative is the odds are so much against you that it's almost like you shouldn't do it, because I mean it's like the odds are so slim that you can make money off of you, make a living off of your thing, right? So I saying still that although I telling you, man, I believe he should go and get his CXCs when he can and as soon as possible. I'm not saying to go off plan A, you know. For some people are separating being an entrepreneur with benefiting from like a job in, you know, the capitalist thing. I don't see why. You can't do both. You can't go education also follow your dreams.
Which is weird that people think that it's so black and white.
Honestly, it's hard to keep a job and follow your dreams.
I know of a girl. She works in a restaurant, owns a store, but she's like a waitress or a hostess in a restaurant. But got a whole store in Swan Street or wherever. I mean, she still manages it well, but the money from the restaurant job or whatever benefiting the store. That's where her
right.
So that is like that is her an additional cash flow.
Right.
So it could be the same, but
But the thing is, right, is that only works for certain types of jobs or businesses you get into.
you don't have to do it forever though.
Yeah, because temporary. I mean, but I saying the fact that you will actually pull that option away even the option to say I can wake up and go and get a part-time job in the meantime. That they got issue with
But
that.
the thing is, right,
I got issue with
when
that.
you start to pull away options, you pull away fallback speed. That's what you
It's
know.
propel you to.
Yeah, because the thing about it is that you know, is like you wake up in the morning, you know that you gotta grind.
Yeah.
You know that you need to push. You know that
Yeah.
you gotta tell yourself and you need to believe that you can succeed. Otherwise, there really is nothing else for you.
So you saying
And
that people should not have plan Bs?
I'm not saying that. I can't say that because I'll make me hypocritical. I got a plan B.
Oh no! But you would
Yeah, but
say
in the
so I
event
can't say that.
in the event you don't, you got obviously gonna drive to push yourself further
Yeah,
because you
yeah.
ain't got nothing else to fall back on. Fall back is failure.
Yeah.
So you gotta move forward. Okay.
I kind of.
But on the other hand, I would still say that I do think you should still get some sort of basic certification.
Education.
Yeah. Some sort of basic. It won't easy break education.
Certification.
Because people don't even remember these stuff, though.
It's true.
I
I
got
got CS in chemistry. I can't tell you nothing.
Me, I got chemistry, physics, math.
You got physics,
I got physics and biology. Yeah.
You serious?
You got
Is it-
sciences now?
Yeah. I was in Bradshaw. You was in King, right? You was in King. What? Yeah, I just remember that good. Okay. This
Mark, hey, let's pause. You got the 3 sciences, and then you want to do psychology.
Remember what you said about it take long to find where your path is, right?
well.
So we can get into me on a podcast for sure, though, because I mean, my journey is still ongoing, but I got things to talk about there. But anyway, yeah. So that's something that came up. So then another thing that came up in the conversation, right? Because this spiraled into other conversations too. We always hear that 11, like for example, okay, the conversation went, he ain't got the CXCs. That don't mean that he's stupid, right?
Yeah,
But no one said that, right? But it did pose a good question though. Do you think that there is a relationship between, say, CXCs or an 11 plus with somebody's, I guess, being intellect?
CSs and 11 plus.
CXCs, no, like tests like exams like 11 plus and CXCs.
Oh, I have to reflect your actual.
Yeah, your
No,
actual.
I can't. Because there will be some people that, as we assume Rico Master might be brilliant, but I just saying about that start to work. So like you can't. Wait, let's try and what the man said. You can't test.
Like Floyd can't read, but anyway, yeah, you were saying.
Try what the man said. You can't test how powerful an elephant is by telling it to jump high.
Yeah, okay.
That's not
true.
nearly what it
That's
is.
true.
That's a similar example. You can't tell you can't tell how high a monkey could go by telling it to fly or something.
You
So.
said about fish, though.
And with fish, I'm
I
playing
think
in
it
the
was fish,
tree.
Yeah. It was a comic strip, right?
Yeah.
I used to struggle for no the actual
It was
thing
the
is that-
elephant, the fish, and the monkey, or something like that. And then it was like you
Yeah.
can't judge everybody with the same tree, or
Right, yeah, some clips so. But it's that's exactly what it is. There are artists that ain't good at math, ain't good at English, can't write an essay,
True,
therefore they
true,
fail the
true,
ever class.
true.
That does not mean they're
True.
dancing.
True. You agree?
Yeah, I agree with that. I can't argue with that, to be honest.
I feel they got a little correlation though.
They
Not with people that ain't smart, but with people that smart. People that are usually smart and they pass the 11 plus and CXCs, you can gauge their intellect from that. But it doesn't count for everybody. But like,
really.
But then too, Marcus, they got people that are dancing but it's playing real work.
That's true.
You could be dancing, but if all you do
Maybe not
is
all that dancing.
you could be stupid.
right, okay.
All you're doing is working. Wait, admirable. That's really admirable. And you'll get your certification, but you weren't actually at the end of the day, you're just a dancer. You're just a dancer.
You're the dancer. Man, I get what you're saying, but they got people like, for example, that went Harrison's, people that went Cormier. You know what? I can talk about she here because I ain't really care. She
Don't question it,
right? Huh?
Don't question it.
My first girlfriend that wanna know, right?
Wah.
Was the first time I ever saw somebody like naturally bright. Like I used to like a time I went home because she being so close to somebody that is like so different from you, that's think different from you, is really opening eyes. So I remember that I had times that we used to be in the same class, sitting on next to each other, and the teacher would be talking. We would be talking to one another, right? And then when the teacher asked a question, she would respond and say what the answer is. Like I've seen her pick up new concepts in like seconds, And they got some people that's like, when you ask those sort of people how they did at 11 plus and CXC, they do usually do good. So to say that they ain't got no relationship at all, I don't know, man.
All right, there might be a relationship in results and brilliance, but I don't think there's a relationship between dance and results.
Okay, I can work with that. You can't tell how smart. You can't tell, man, like. What you say?
How stupid someone is from results.
Yeah, right. that was a bit brutal, but yeah. I get what you mean, though.
Are you sure you want to say that too?
Man, there is no. I think that everybody. I don't want to say everybody. I think that most people have a talent. They excel in some field.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that really and truly in Barbados, we only want to know if he's a lawyer or doctor. If he wants to, then you can suck out. So. Yeah, it's true. It's very true. You can be an engineer as well, but there are other fields. You could be good at metal work, but there is a test for that. Metal work CNC. Did you pass that? Cool, but you can't look at that person who got one CNC, of one in metal work, and be like, oh, he's stupid. He got one CNC. You can't do that. Yeah, this man is clearly excelling at what he's supposed to excel at.
Yeah, if you're looking at it in that finite box, you understand that. That would make sense.
Man, call it a finite box. But yeah,
I get that too. And I get what you mean, man. I think it shows the people that are like naturally bright, but that's as far as it goes. It doesn't show the people that are willing to put in the hard work, and show people what other people are, what else they're good at and stuff.
But does our exam really show the people that are naturally bright, or just show people that are good at recall? Because most exams, if you have a good memory, you will do well.
But then they got things like problem solving, like maths and things.
Dog, if you've done enough of the questions, generally speaking, Marcus.
Math is just
I have done exams with people, right, that they have scored much higher than me, and they just remembered everything. They literally, because they did enough questions that they just remembered it. If you change the application, they wouldn't be able to understand it. They wouldn't know what to do.
Well then, Cardi, are you foolish then? I will be learning science so long, and then when it come in front, my on your paper, it would just come with different words, but I'll be like, nah, boy.
Then Marcus, you might be a little foolish.
I am foolish though.
Or hold on, you might just have a problem learning me.
I do.
Okay.
I do. I definitely.
You got ADD?
Yeah.
Oh.
I was diagnosed at 15 years.
ADD or ADHD?
Is it? He said ADHD.
Wait, which doctor this was?
The one that died.
You want that?
Selby.
That's the same man that diagnosed you, and somebody got ADHD.
Yeah.
Funny.
I still got it though. I still got it. No, I still got it. No, but the thing is, my ADHD makes me able to, I guess, it has its perks because the ADHD is also connected to my creativity, which is why I like creative things. Because when I'm not looking at this, my attention is in something in my mind that I'm thinking about, right? So I always thinking, which is why this podcast is a thing, which is why all these things is things, right? But at the same time, in school and thing, I went through a lot of I struggled with myself because I thought that I was the elephant that was trying to climb the tree. And I felt bad that I couldn't climb the tree like everybody else. And that was one thing that weighed on me, like, up to now I still think about that, like the fact that I don't grab things as fast as people and that it would take a lot more for me to get to.
But the thing is, that might just really fall down to the way you're learning now. Because I could tell you, I could identify with that, I could relate to that. But I realized that I was struggling trying to study the way that they tell you you're supposed to study. Sit down in a quiet place and don't have any distractions and like all these little formalities. When I started actually doing better is when I started watching shows and doing work. Like,
for real?
Yes. When I started watching shows and doing my grades started doing like that. Because the thing about it is that how it ends up working for me is that the show helps me to hyper focus. Because as I go in and work, when I stumble upon something that I having challenges with, I would end up actually forgetting the show and just zoning in the work.
I want deep boy, man. I know.
You never used to hyper focus?
That's all. That's all hyper focus.
No, because that's something that usually happens with people that have ADD or ADHD.
What I used to do with my ADHD though, I used to write out all my things to make me have to focus on writing, so that would not make my mind straight. So that was my kind of thing, man. I guess that's why I get.
But you never, like, the things that you were actually interested in, you never would, like, spend all night up, like, just researching them, looking at them, just...
Yeah. Okay,
cool. What else we have a focus on that? If it's something you're interested in and you just can't...
Yeah. Man really went off topic, boy. But yeah, all right. So what do you man would tell? You agree with what Rico's decision to do his CXCs later on, or if at all, or you would say do them now?
I will tell you, man, that to be honest, if you pushing hard right now and things working for you, then capitalize on that. Capitalize on that. But also to know that if you don't do them now and you end up needing them later on, that decision that fell back on you. So don't complain if things rough and you need it. You still can't get through.
What I would say is, I ain't gonna tell you what to do. I don't agree with not doing CNCs now. It's your life, do what they're doing. But at the end of the day, as Smilk said, if hard times come and you realize this ain't really working out, that decision was yours, so you can't really complain.
I think,
or say this body was supposed to have my back.
yeah. Do these CXCs, do I know, like, they ain't got no,
just do CXCs.
I personally think you should do your CXCs, like, and I'm not saying that I agree with all stages of education, you know, but CXCs is different to me. CXCs is like basic certification, and when I look back on it, yes, it was a stressful period of my life, very stressful. I can't imagine how I did 6 subjects and studied for all 6 subjects in the space of like 3 months of doing it non-stop, whatever. But it paid off in the end because it put me in a place where now I could decide what the hell I want to do, like, you know, whatever. And not to mention, you're ridiculously young. Do them, and if CXCs are stopping you from pursuing your dreams, you're gonna have a lot more obstacles to come, because that ain't really nice to stop you from pursuing your dreams. Moving on.
Alright, Pastor.
Anyway, alright, so cool. So I'm off that. Right. So Julian, right?
I like this like
Julian.
I think you pay more state than mine.
Nah. Yeah, but not really. But Julian watched our podcast for and I think it was the one that you had. We spoke about opening doors. That's the one that made you say what you said.
Nah,
I don't want paraphrase.
It wasn't that. It wasn't that one.
But you feel so anyway, though.
It was. I always felt that, man.
Okay, so let's just get into it. You got it for me. You talk me.
Man, that's what me in the spot, you know.
You ain't even.
I would say, man, that's what me in the spot, you know.
Yes.
Basically, what we was discussing inside, I was saying that. If you feel bad for this, right?
No, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that today. Say what you say.
I am so anxious to hear this.
I just say that a lot of Bajan women need good for men. That's true. That's my personal opinion.
Right,
because a lot of Bajan women, notice I say a lot, not half, not most. There's a lot of Bajan women don't bring 19 tables.
But you know, you said all before.
No, I never said all.
You said all.
I know Mark is legit that, you know.
I never said all. I didn't
You bust me right before Julian. I'm making sure to get right over.
But you said a lot. You said a lot of Bajan women.
Yeah, I said a lot. I can't.
Why you say so?
Honestly, it's just like the attitudes that they have, dog. I can't really work with them. Like, alright, let me explain. It's like if you go overseas, right? And let me say you get with a Trini girl, a Vincentian girl, a St. Lucian girl. The way that they're gonna treat you, the way they're gonna relate to you, it can be completely different to Bajan girl. Certain attitude you can get from Bajan girl, you can get from them. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me say, let's say you come home, you was hungry. I hate you as an example because he was always. Anyways, let's say you come home and you're hungry. You understand? Like a Trini woman, she went down, had the food up on the table, and you started. Because she understand you was working hard, you bring in all the cases. You understand? Many Bajan women, they gonna ask you, what time you getting fat? What time you getting KFC? You understand? Like that was just like a small portion.
Alright, so I gotta ask. But the thing is, you ain't just saying this. You actually lived in another country that you tested it for yourself, right?
Literally all the Bajan men that was done with me. When the man see how the Trini girls was, man, it was like, man, can't believe this. But I can show you something, right? I remember I just saw this girl. I couldn't hear what she was saying, but I could tell from the way that she was behaving, she had to be Bajan. Just the way she was behaving, she just looked like a Bajan. You know,
so how she was behaving, though?
Dog, you know, if you ever see a Bajan woman argue with a man?
You mean like hand gestures? What
like
you mean, like cursing?
Like hand gestures.
But that's not a black woman thing.
No, it's not just a black woman thing though. Because even Vincentian, like everybody will argue differently. But I tell you, this be different when Bajan women do it.
So it's
really
like,
just take things to whole new levels.
is it more like based on emotion than being rational? You mean?
Well, I think most people when they're arguing tends to be based on emotion.
Yeah, but then but you're trying to understand. I'm trying to get to
The meat and the matter.
yeah, the crux of what you're saying. But what is it that makes them different?
Everything, bro.
No, you can't.
I try to zone in.
No. To be honest, it's one of those few things that you actually go there and you experience. You know, alright, let me show you something. You know, like how many Bajan girls you know that not your friends by the way, that you could just go on a first date, you take them to Chefette, just get a little ice cream and that's just cool then. Not your friend.
But the ice cream, well, right now, you can't. When you say go for the ice cream, you mean go for Chefette for ice cream?
Let's get Chefette
Oh,
ice cream.
no,
Hold on, right? Hold on. Let me introduce my boy. My boy he's currently married now, and in Canada. Shout out to Greg right now. His first date with his girlfriend, he had the money. You understand? He was in Canada, a poor black man, he had the money. You understand? But he met the girl, like he talked with her, like they had a fight, and they met up and agreed, and just went for ice cream, just sitting around like talk, and kind of get to know each other, that kind of thing. Dude.
But alright.
I think you want to counter argument to what you're saying though, Julian.
Yes,
Okay, so I'm thinking, how many people have you seen in these situations that makes you say this?
Right. How many people?
Yeah.
Many, though. Too many, though. I
want to bring up, before you move on too fast, right? There's a difference between going for ice cream and going Chefette for ice cream.
No, I know. The reason, listen,
those are two different scenarios.
Hold on, listen. The reason that I use Chefette, because Chefette is a place that ice cream is cheap and affordable. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want the money, let's say if you don't want the money, you can easily go to Chefette, I think. Don't go in Häagen-Dazs or wherever else be.
That's still the same thing.
They still got plenty.
There are niche, cheap little ice cream shops. Like they got upstairs in Lanterns Mall. Nearly same Häagen-Dazs. Upstairs in Lanterns Mall, up in the corner. It don't like that much. But that's better than getting Halu.
But what's wrong with going out Halu if that's what you can afford right now?
You're saying if that's what you can afford right now, you can get that same value.
Like by the same cost?
Yes.
There?
Yes.
In Lanterns Mall?
How much a scoop of ice cream from Chefette cost?
I get it was
Let's do scoops. Thanks about it.
285, 385 on the corner. The place upstairs in Lantern is five something on a waffle cone. That's a waffle cone. This ain't in a cup or waffle cones. I guess is the more expensive option. But it's the same cheap date. $2 a bus fare.
Well, you can't argue with that.
That's a cheap. That is a $10 date.
So what girl do you carry?
Not a Bajan. Now you're talking shit. I think they got like, but it depends on the girl. They got some Bajan girls which are, as you say, materialistic and waste.
I find they got. I say they got many though. They got many. I find that it's hard to find a good Bajan girl that's available. I believe that the good Bajan girls, chances are in your relationships and holding harmony, and they stick to that.
Okay, well, did you ever think about why that is to you?
Good women like Projects B?
No, but you're talking about Bajans though. Why is that Bajans different in terms of like,
you know, honestly, we spoil them, B.
Okay.
We as men, we spoil them because, alright, I'm gonna show you something, right? And I mean, like this can be global. Because I mean, anywhere that you got poor people, you find the same behavior. But I mean, like, they may got a lot of Bajans that are not poor. And they may still look and tell you that if you my man, you got fully pockets. That you gotta give me money. You understand? I remember speaking to my father, I was telling Mark about this, right? My father believes that they got a lot of Asian women that think that they're line with platinum and gold, right?
Right.
And that they must get something for it. And he strongly disagrees. You understand? Because I don't think that just because you're in a relationship that he should give you money. You could work for your own money. We could kind of work together. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's because the whole come up. My grandfather and my grandmother was that same way, and my parents was the same way. Like my mom worked for the same place. Granted, like if she want like something for the house, like a fan, my father can buy the fan. My father will buy groceries, but when my mother wants something, my mother works. My mother buys it for herself. My grandmother is the same way. There are some Bajan women that will work, but if they want their hair done, their man have to pay for it, and I think that's folly. I don't understand.
But where is that? Why are you saying Bajan women? Why not just women? What makes the Bajan women different?
I don't want to say black women, but from what I experienced from the media, there's also American blacks. Yeah, there's with that same mentality. I have never I've never had a girl that
But
never had a girl that.
mm.
I don't think I ever had a girl. I never got to in a relationship with a girl that was like that. Cause from the time we seen something like that, I just be like, nah, this ain't for me.
Okay, so Julian, the last girlfriends or girls you talked to, right, were from rich countries. How many girls you have from Barbados? Or just deal with, not necessarily that you had.
Big man.
And then for other countries.
I have one Bajan girl.
You had one.
I have
Deal with?
You would never had another Bajan girl.
That sounds xenophobic,
But
but
I've dealt with two Bajan girls. But I would never have another Bajan girl.
that sounds real xenophobic.
Nah, the thing about it is that it's one of those sort of situations, right? If I have to look so hard in the country to find a good woman, why would they just not go somewhere else where it's just easy to spot?
But how come it ain't just you?
Pardon?
Why ain't just you?
Wait, isn't it just me?
The only thing
I can
consistent in all
but hold on, but hold on.
situations is you.
No,
No, it is
But
asking.
I can show you a scene, right? When you accustomed to crap, you understand you continue to crap. It's like a woman that she came up getting beat in relationships. You understand? It's almost like you just get accustomed to it. Like they don't know how to do a good treatment be. Or woman, and even when you use abuse like that. But you can say even verbal abuse be. They got certain women that you can't come and like speak to them like a gentleman because like they may understand like we African or whatever.
So then a lot of the women, a lot of Bajan women ain't that good, or is that Bajan men treating them bad and that's why it's so?
Nah, I can't even say that because even if a Bajan man would treat them good, cause I would say a lot of Bajan men ain't a good nigga.
I understand. I think what you just say might be the point, you know, because a lot of Bajan men is like, and then this is generations now, where like, show that women and then like, sorry, but hold this.
And that's why I say I believe the behavior stems from the fact that we spoil them.
That's
we
not.
spoil. No, because I'm
That's
gonna show you.
abuse, not spoiling.
No,
though.
hold on. The reason I would say spoiling because if all you have to do, if your only claim to me, if all you are bringing to my relationship, right, is providing sex, and I give you money, you understand? Like I can't necessarily.
Prostitution. I'm just gonna throw it out there.
It is. It is. But I just say that if that's what the case is, right, then what you really?
But I don't think you're saying that. You're saying a lot. I think you might be settling because there are a lot of Bajan girls that are worth it. That I know that like just.
How much? I try to give a percentage.
The majority of Bajan women
that you've met then.
I don't think I'm going on my way and just meeting good Bajan women. That don't make any sense.
Right. So I'm asking obviously
like,
people that you know.
That 70% are worth it. I'm not gonna like. There's some guys.
That's a B plus though.
It's 70% is worth it.
Yeah.
That you found. In your experience, have you been in a relationship with them?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
And how was it?
I've never allowed myself like a relationship to go that far after I realized that them in that sort of lifestyle.
But what's our lifestyle you speaking?
I don't think that I should be giving you money to do your hair. If I want your hair to a certain way, I would give you money to get your hair to. Yeah, I have never done
really?
it. Yeah.
No, and I would say the next thing to right is that the reason that I got these kind of views is more so from things that I have seen, more so than I've experienced. Because I'm not gonna have a star girl that can ask me that. No one will ever be able to ask me that. Because the star women that I find to be interesting in me, not like that to begin with. And it's just that like I will spot that from a mile away, and I swerve in that. I even dealing with that.
That's what I'm saying. That you just avoid that you play, cause.
But the thing is that they got a lot of girls like that. I know that if you go and you look at certain Bajan girls, you will not find those particular characteristics. But they still have other traits be that like to me, I don't know. It doesn't really work.
So other than the monetary thing, what other traits would you say me Bajan women is not? I don't want to say worthy, but
no. But to me, like I find like a lot of them like they do not try to necessarily be understanding. Like they do not necessarily proper. Yeah, they don't try to be understanding. Like let's say if they have a man that just trying to start at something, or like a lot of them don't necessarily like want support and just.
Okay, yeah, okay, I get what you mean. Okay, wait.
And that's something that I don't know. I just did not see outside. I know they got good Asian girls here. I would never say no. I believe they got that, but as I say, I believe many of them will learn hard too.
But Julian, you are
relationship.
Julian, the way that you are though, you are a good listener, right? And I know that you were somebody that got a lot of female friends, right? As a matter of fact, all the girls that I had, a lot of them were friends with you, which is very weird to me. Because you gotta talk about off here. Anyway, but you are a good listener, right? So a lot of girls just divulge things with you and the way that them is think to you, right? So you hear them saying these kind of things like when them just confiding in you, because I've heard this sort of things to me, how them is think. Well, the Bajan girls I know, so I don't know if I should generalize. But you was hear that, like you was hear them say, like, I want a man that like got money, I think.
To be honest, I would say like most of my friends I won't really hear that from.
Oh,
Like the ones, cause they say like I know of any of your more what we consider to be good Bajan girls.
okay.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's so hard to find outside of that.
So then you would say about 75% of Bajan girls ain't no good.
I do not want to say that.
But you said all of the Bajan girls ain't no good, so
You gotta define a lot. You gotta define a lot.
Right.
Honestly, I will not say it. I won't say like 75%. Like, to be realistic, there's one point in time actually telling me that 98% of girls Bajan girls only good for one thing. But that was a joke. That was a joke. In all seriousness, I think that
but
the numbers like more be like.
well, no,
I would have more so like I was probably say like maybe say 30%, 20-30%. Nah.
Oh, so that's a good set though.
Yeah, because 30% is a lot.
30%
That is a lot.
30% are worthy or are
No,
not?
not.
Oh, okay. Oh, alright, yeah.
Are not be. Are not.
2 out of 10
I know.
girls is ain't worthy. That was rough though. Oh, D.
I mean, personally, I really do want to say 40, but like, I want to
Yeah.
just so that I don't get as much heat. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
important thing you say. Really
And then the thing about it is, right, I don't want to cut you off, Kofi, so you know
Yeah,
that. And the thing about it too is that, like, a lot of the girls they find worthy, like, in relationships, be. So like, if
I'm horny
you,
on. Sorry.
I don't know. You tell me. Tell me.
I don't know. Like, well, the ones I know, then they horny man. They was holding horn,
Mm.
like crazy. You know, stand but they never
But
horny.
that is, I think like a lot of Bajan women, the majority of Bajan women, not just good or bad, they have this idea of a traditional family
Yeah.
that only necessarily exists in the story world. So they want this ideal man that's a doctor and yet he's played cricket for Barbados. And this man,
That's
completely unrealistic.
but this man, he want every girl. And he can get every girl, so of course he gonna harm she.
That's true.
But she still got this idea of this family and she gonna stick with it. She gonna tell all the horns despite people
I
telling
want to get him man saying. Now you ain't gonna work me though. You ain't gonna work me, right?
It's not gonna be scary. Anymore.
It's my thing.
turn on cause.
Huh? Oh, you find? Oh, you find? Oh, you getting that sorry feel? No.
Yeah.
Pretty.
Oh, see. You find it working?
Or that Batman today.
Yeah, but when I'm
Oh,
working
no,
about
no,
it,
kind of shot, guys.
Cardi.
yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Maybe get AC though. Maybe get studio. Like you work on
She
that.
got there. She got there. Alright, anyway. Okay. I feel, right, that what do you think the psychology is behind, right? If
Let me argue laughing.
okay, Barbados is super small, right?
Yeah.
How many Bajan girls look good? What do you say?
Well, we can't get
Too much.
Too much.
In my opinion, I feel like
Oh wait, okay, wait.
Baby girls look good.
And no, and not
I
in
don't
terms
know. I
of.
love my standards.
But wait, not in terms of our personal like our preference, and not in terms of like, you know, beauty on the inside, all that. Anyway, I talk about society standards of beauty, right? The girl that we share and we WhatsApp group chats or on Instagram, the girls that get like Bajan true pictures, right? Okay, let me break it down. We can actually break it down, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so they got 290,000 people in Bain, right?
Mm-hmm.
Roughly. Half that's 145,000, right?
good job.
Right. They got more women than men in Bain.
Mm-hmm.
So we can say 150.
150,
Right, 150. Right?
50,000 old, so then gonna come.
50,000 old, them don't count. Okay, what is the window that we say that women are good for that for society standards to look good? We would say what between 19 and 20 and 32? What do you would say?
In terms of age?
Yeah, in terms of age, like standards of beauty.
Age?
Society standards of beauty.
One of them to share some youngins, so I gotta look at one differently. Because you say 19, no, but don't worry.
You doing very shit. You're not today. All right. So you would say like what 18 between 18, 19,
Say 19,
and
19 and
19 and 32. How many of those women you would say out of that 150,000?
Me, I feel like call it 100 to make it a number.
100,000?
Yeah, call it my number.
From between 19 and 32?
It's almost just leave 100.
Alright, let's cut 100,000, right? Okay. No. How many of those, if you walk into a random
That's what I'm telling you. You ever walk through town Have you had your spending be?
Never.
Never.
I've never had that happen ever
you're
to
what
me,
you
ever,
Thank you,
ever.
Romar. Man, you got low standards apparently.
I'll be honest, right? I'll be honest. The first time that my head was ever spinning is when I landed on Trinidad. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. Nah, listen to me. Listen to me. When I land on Trinidad, but no, I like. The first time my head ever spin was when my first time in Tobago, because I could not believe that they could have so many sexy women in Barbados.
But wait, let me get back to that a minute, right? 150,000, 19 to 32, I would go and say that. I would say roughly is about 40,000 them would be between 19 and 32.
40?
Yeah, 40,000.
You said 40 between 40 age between 19
No,
and 32?
there are 40,000 that women between 19 and 32 in them. That's right.
Which is like 30% roughly.
Roughly. I don't know. What do you think? 20,000 sound good?
I'm saying,
You're
look,
killing me, you know?
I am saying,
we're trying to.
I think that number is really low.
It's low?
You think that number is low?
Between 19 and 32. And they got women up to 80. And we only counting them.
Wait, what are we talking about?
Wait, no, I'm trying to figure out how much women in Barbados.
Between 19 and 32?
Yeah, in general.
That look at our look back.
No. We can narrow it down from there. Between 19 and 32, how much women are in that demographic?
So, 40,000. That ain't gonna get me something.
40,000. Okay, so out of 40,000 women, right? How many women would you say, if you had to see a random in them, out of 10 would look good to you?
I feel that the majority of Bajan women are over par.
Okay, so you're saying 6 out of 10.
Yes.
That's a bull state. That's
I
bull.
mean,
That's bull, dog.
Nah, boy.
That's bull. You can't. Nah,
Yeah,
dog.
boy.
Nah, boy. I
Nah.
don't know what you be looking at, but
Nah.
what I'm saying.
Roman, put a number with your fingers.
Roman, put the number.
You can talk, you know, bro.
Yeah, make it hear you say.
What
You
you
said
say?
6 out of 10 women look good?
Alright, we can get back.
4.
4 out of 10.
Yeah.
I got, and we talking about society standards, by the way. Not the ones that
Not the general person.
Right, but society standards that we would
Man, what's
say.
society standards?
Society standards is the consensus would say that this one person looks good, not necessarily preference.
Like,
Your
pageant,
personal.
You kind of like, well,
Okay, well, alright.
Instagram share standards then.
Alright, well,
Okay.
But Instagram shares. That real next level, don't matter.
It really is. That's
And next level.
That's 2 out of 10.
That's a small
Right.
percentage.
Instagram share is like 2 out of 10 the most me.
The most.
2 out of 10 most.
But
Okay.
Instagram star, for pageant starter was like 4.
4 out of 10. Let me stick with 4 then. Okay, so 4, I would go and say 30,000 is between 19 and 32. I'll go and say so. I got it.
You need some boyfriend statistics.
I feel, alright, let's do 40, right? 2 out of 10 of 40,000 is how much?
What are we doing?
8,000. No, I'm getting somewhere. It's 8,000, right? So, to these women, to society standards, 8,000 of these women look good, right? 8,000 out of everybody in Barbados looks good. How do you think that impacts on your psychology? How do you think that will make you feel if you are one of the very few women in Barbados that looks good? Knowing that Barbados is so small.
I would go with where I see your argument going, that you'll feel like royalty.
Yes. So that means that because Barbados is so small, that a lot of these women, that when they get some kind of attention, that they then start to feel a sense of entitlement. Entitlement makes you start to change your behavior. Like you're expecting things. Like the fact that out of them 8,000, right? If I'm on the 8,000 big man, if you ain't got you out together, they got men out there that want me, because who else they gonna want? It's 8,000 a week thing. Whoever else you gonna go in a different country. Are you standing here? So it's either me or who else, right?
But that sounds stupid, because the man that got to get his act together, when she go move up, this man obviously ain't want you because you just like the other 8,000 girls. So I will have all of you.
Say that again.
This girl W.
Right.
She wants to sign bigger. She wants to sign more of a standard. She wants Smilk. Smilk is no the epitome. He is no. We're not sure they make all that much good Bajan man according to. I would do the same thing the other way. They probably got 4 good Bajan man. 4. So
in terms of what?
Good looking and got
Nah,
money.
but good looking don't matter to women, so that's.
That was it, and got money.
Nah, but that don't matter either.
Wait, stop.
What matters to women?
What? Stop. Marcus. We need good looking and money matter to women.
Good looking doesn't matter to women.
I'm saying this man is not only does he have money.
Let me argue it. Let me argue it. Then
Marcus,
it doesn't. It
Marcus,
doesn't.
Marcus,
I'm telling you, it doesn't.
Marcus, you cannot make that blanket statement for all women.
I'm not. No, majority of women though. Majority of women is not one of the big determining factors.
Okay, so a good man with money and a man a good looking with money, do you get the same amount of girls?
Yes.
You are mad.
No, Marcus.
No,
Marcus.
Yes.
No,
yes.
Marcus.
I don't
No,
think.
Marcus.
I don't think, especially
No,
at our
Marcus.
age, I don't think that our parents is significant enough to make you get along.
As long as you got Jordan.
But
I don't think
but
so.
it is. It is. I can think this for a fact.
I tell you so.
I know men. I know men that women think that they look good. You understand? And women they just toss it at them. You understand? The man, a man might go to fit, and then the woman take the man receipt and reach them up, pass it back by the man. You understand?
Every single woman that I have spoken to probably in the last year and a half in terms of, because I would just have conversations with them and then what will come up is what is about your man that you like. In the conversation is hardly ever about how he looks. It's a totally different
They don't
situation
want to
now.
sound shallow.
No, but if I'm asking you an honest question, I would expect an honest answer. They will ask me honestly. The girls I'm talking about will ask me honestly why. But it's that he got money, he got a place to stay, he's willing to do things. She like your personality. He has features that she would like to see in her child, right? Which is different from looking good, because you got good goblin eyebrows and look bad.
I actually know a girl that.
I know a girl like that. I'm actually saying that from someone. Exactly. So the girl's looking for somebody that maybe got good hair, maybe that the complexion is a thing. But it is that the nose big, they don't want them. But it is that that you look a certain way, but not necessarily. It's not necessarily that you look good though. That's the thing.
I disagree strongly though.
But now, Marcus, at the end of the day, the man gonna look good to them.
Exactly.
Yes,
Marcus,
gonna look good to
the
them.
same way you cannot necessarily like put yourself in a girl that.
Rephrase that.
The same way you might not want to have sex with an attractive girl. What do you think a girl that think you love bad want to get on top of you?
Yeah. Why
should a girl want to be with an unattractive man? That girl, a man she does not find appealing.
No, but the man is attractive, just not physically.
Dog.
What they look for is not necessarily physical appeal. It's icing on the cake, but it's not the cake itself.
I'm not saying you need a six pack.
For us, I think it's more of a cake thing.
Marcus. A lot of them, when you speak to them, they were like, a man has to be attracted to them. A man might not necessarily be best looking thing in the world.
Attractive, I'm talking about you're talking about basic.
I'm talking about physical attraction,
I'm talking, well, no, but you are equating it to society standards of beauty. You said flip it, right? I'm saying if you want to flip society standards of beauty, says what women want from a man, the standards of what they want, it is different requirements. Physical appeal.
Looks might not be number one.
Right. 2, 3, or 5. 2, 3, 4, or 5. To me.
And then it is 6.
Then it's 6.
Marcus.
Okay, but
I will bring my scenario again. A ugly man with money and a good-looking man with money. Do you think they can have the same amount of women?
It is not significant enough for them to have much different numbers.
That is insane.
No. I can name cricketers that look like bear cut. But they get as much men as another man that's on the team. Because women like, especially in Barbados, where in Barbados another thing, because it's small, the sense of entitlement, whatever, and also how the fact that the same 8,000 women, right? The psychology of those women is that the spotlight is always on them because they're always the one getting shares. Because the pool is so small, hold on. So I say that when it comes to, cricketers and that kind of thing, no, they see also these men as trophy men.
Marcus, these men have status. You understand? Even if they don't have money, because they do have money.
Right.
They have status. And because they have money, they will get through. You understand? And because they have status.
Okay,
they will get through.
If I put physical,
take all of that big money, make it a woman. If you look bad, that's
a different conversation. But he's saying, look, if physical appeal is 6, number 1 would have been status. 2 it would be money. 3 would be what he's due for them. 4 his attractiveness. 5 he got good shoes. I don't freaking know. But then 6 would be that the man look good. 2 people. I've heard women say that a man provides for them and he makes them laugh So they are willing to see past the fact that he looks like Quasimodo. Not Quasimodo, but like the man looked like Bear John, and she's willing to see past it just because of whatever.
Hold on.
I've never heard a man say that before ever, by the way, about women ever.
Hold on. I want to know, does she feel fulfilled in this relationship? Does she not harm her man? Does she stay faithful to this man? Because that's a whole different scenario. Because if you're getting your security from one place, right? But you can be sexy man on the streets, you make care, because you got security, you happy, so you could continue to have that ugly security.
So you saying see past, you ain't saying love. You ain't saying she loved this man because he's providing.
I don't think women cheat. I don't think women cheat with somebody that's physically appealing either. I don't think that's a factor.
That's not true, Marcus.
I don't think it's one of the determining factors.
Marcus, it all depends on the case by case basis. Marcus is a case by case basis.
I will tell you, right? Go on DM. I don't want to name names. Just go on DM girls that got men, right? And see if you don't get forward. Just do it. Just do this one until the next podcast. For real, do this.
You know that I'm a freak, right?
I know you will do this. I didn't want you to do this. You will see you getting forward, me.
Yeah, but me.
Up your Instagram first. It'll start posting half naked pictures and sultry captions.
I get it, but for me it's different now more than before, because before I was just, baby, how much time you got left?
About 10 minutes.
Okay, for me it's a bit different because like a few years ago I could have said so, but things happen that now I guess I kind of recognize. Some people recognize me, so I don't know why they would be attracted to me then. I don't know what it would be. Before it would be like, yeah, but
they might get
because
bored.
I know,
They might get bored.
But this might take a born and I've seen men that I think don't look good, but it's the way that they speak and the lies they tell are so beautiful and sweet in their ear and these girls' ears that it's just got the mind work. Like that's confidence and thing. I don't think physical appeal is really confident as much as like when we were teenagers.
But Marcus, the confidence adds to the physical appeal, you know. If you got a person that average, but they just got certain confidence, and when they come in the room, that everybody got to look at them.
We had a discussion about a girl that died attractive. Women that are more confident and just seem better looking.
Exactly.
Women that confident?
More confident.
Yeah, I guess to people.
So it does to people. Are you not?
Nah, Marcus got some standards that this.
I don't really think that confidence is really a big thing for me. Like it's kind of.
I don't think you know what to say, but it's a definite factor.
Okay. Man, don't tell me about why, you know. And I'm going with it too. I never thought about it. Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, man, when I hear why these girls is cheap, I just think that I just be more out of convenience me, and the fact that the man said the right thing at the right time and the right
You was ever outside, man?
Nah.
Okay.
But I have outside flirted.
Outside flirted?
As in, like, the girl was flirting with me on the outside.
Big man,
so there's a plane. Yo, this mic is crazy.
This is insane, man.
That's cool though.
Let's get out of the pause there, so.
How come I'm hearing it better through the mic that if I hear my ears like?
Yes, but this is crazy. There were people outside talking earlier that could tell you what I'm saying.
What's our mic is, Roma? I say it so people can hear that you actually.
Is a test cam. Is a TM80.
Okay, that
I
was
feel like I can hear Walmart clearer than Marcus.
That's funny.
That's crazy though. This mic is cool. Anyway, yeah. So, but right. I outside flirted before, like, and it was just because like I was like a friend that she was kind of attracted to, just because we were talking all the time and she was like confiding in me and things. Then it was kind of like, well, we started talking, you know, kind of like dirty or whatever, man. Thing and
little picture, nothing.
Yeah, but it was always because I was like. It was all because of the fact that like, I was willing to give her attention that her mind wasn't giving her. It was never really be like, yeah, I guess I look good, that's a plus, I guess, but to her, I look good, that's a plus, but other than that, it's like.
But the thing is, right, is that like with girls, she might not get attention from a man, and she would get attention from a next man, right, and she might be happy with that attention, but she might not necessarily want to sleep with that man. She might even like lead him on, but she might not necessarily want the man also, right? And the next man, though, she might find look good. And he might not give you enough attention, but he pushing. So she does saying, let things slide like a 1 night, 2 night.
There's a lot of women that nothing will be wrong in their relationship. I don't think it's necessarily attention, but they was just still want another man.
We just say people, because I like standard though.
People are true.
You was ever outside, man?
Yeah.
Was it because of your appearance?
I don't know, like, I still.
But you asked?
I will ask. I never.
No, I asked though, so we could talk about it next time. But you was outside, man, before?
I actually got to talk about that, man. I ain't even sure.
Like you was ever the man outside of a relationship?
Yeah.
Was it any of mine because you were friends with my exes?
On the spot, man.
That's so dark.
Don't laugh, Romar. Don't laugh, Romar. Don't laugh, right?
Nah, close the podcast. Close the podcast.
Romar sign out, you know. Romar's a
End the
sniper,
podcast.
big man.
End the podcast.
Anyway. Alright, so no, but I want to talk to outside man. Romar, you was outside man before. Because you spoke about it already. You said it's outside man zone or whatever, right? But when you were outside man, what is the reason that they gravitated towards you? Is because the way you look? Is because of what you was doing for them? What?
I don't know, that's the truth.
You ever asked?
No.
It's because of who you love me.
There was enough girls that was playing remind me again.
Romar.
Romar look at enough girls that feel that Romar look good, baby.
But I mean,
Enough girls
it's
always try
the
to
way that
Romar.
Romar is carry himself. I remember I had a conversation with these girls. It was me and just like 4 or 5 girls, and they were explaining what it is about Romar that they like so much. And they said that the way that he's taught, it just seemed like he would listen to it, and he's like so passive and calm and
Romar.
he calm and they said this. He ain't like none of the other wrestling man. Which is me a coffee like. So I was like, what do you mean? And she just like the way that he's do things, he's carry himself, he real smooth and thing. There's something about how men like your behavior just do a lot for women. Like that's how you move, I think. Then he got or he don't.
With the sauce, man.
Yeah, the sauce is just the sauce. You got the sauce, bro. Alright, but I feel the man down, man. You got anything to stop up?
You got any more issues?
Nah.
We can talk one more thing, man.
What's that?
We have a very special guest here.
Hey.
Shout out to all the Bajans that put 2 hours in funeral.
Not
right?
2 hours being put an I in funeral.
It was
It was
shoot,
funeral.
It was a funeral, right? So we heard a voice note from a girl, right? And she said that she was trying to convince Romar on a voice note that it's pronounced funeral, not funeral, right? And that girl is with us today. Give her a shout. You got a voice note?
Nah, I wish
The thing
so.
is, it's so far
I wish so. Yeah,
down my
Chat, hey,
thing.
bro, chat.
You sure you ain't
Certain
got?
My phone battery dead.
Shoot,
man.
You got Maya? Cheese.
You ain't gonna use your phone near you?
Nah, it was like cheese. I
ain't gonna.
You delete it?
Yeah, it's delete voice note.
She was trying to convince us that it's funeral or not funeral.
Funeral, you know, Julian.
Funeral, you know.
So I was like, if I go to this funeral.
Yeah, what the hell? Like, it's like,
Yo, that actually reminds me, alright? Remember, like, this was forget, but I never really circulate this, but, remember back before, probably like some months back, there was this video circulating with this girl who was complaining, like, she was really breaking down and crying, I think, and she was like, just because I don't cook,
Oh, yeah.
and I don't have sex with you, like, and then me, like,
yes, man.
no, but that would take right.
Yeah, I think everyone was
I think it's like, so what are you doing?
She literally sat on and said, I bring nothing to the table.
Hey, no, you can't. The thing is, you can't say that because she may give support though. But to me, if you giving support and that's all you bring into it, you gotta bring it. I got a mom got needs.
So
A mom got needs.
Dog, Romar is giving support. I didn't know what you're telling me.
She was like, because you don't cook, clean, wash, have sex with you, that means that I ain't that good?
Man, I don't understand what you're trying to say, and that, like, she...
Really, can you?
She had to let everything go. Cheese,
Really? She's a good friend,
A good
a
friend.
good companion, she's supportive, she
My
loves it.
friend is cut for me.
But that's my point.
My friend is
I
wash for
have
me.
friends that is good for me.
I wash for me. I'm like, give me peace.
No, but at the same time, she was very emotional. So I don't want to get into that though, because I think she was going through a very distressful thing.
She's probably
Yeah,
good.
alright, anyway. Alright, man. Smell types of country, man.
I'm not gonna be next time.
So this is INO Podcast, INO 9, that is coffee. One thing that Julian does know, 90% of people wanna go do better. Wanna ain't no good.
Don't
Ain't
include
worth
me. Just don't include
There's
me.
90% of the before all the time.
Huh? 90% of the I gotta explore that for the time properly though. But from what you said, that there was about the good 92% of Bajan girls that just ain't a good.
Oh, you might take my words for it and just twist them up.
About 95 or so.
But he may discuss about 30 over here and then you're gonna put 90. What? Sorry.
About 95%. But you said 95% at first though. We may get talk later though, but anyway, be out.